Okay, this is the condensing unit. This is the condensing unit. This is the main electric service disconnect. I got the cover off. I'll put it back on. And it's supposed to be sealed around three sides. Three sides to keep water from getting back in there. There should also be an electric receptacle outlet so the technician can work on this equipment. He can bring, any power tools around. It wasn't required. Might not have been required when this house was built. This wasn't required, but the refrigerant lines, by today's energy standards, it would be rigid. It'd be rigid. It wouldn't be soft like that. It's an obsolete insulation now. But again, the age of the house, it was fine during the day. The same thing with the Schrader valve caps. Today, those would be anti-theft Schrader valve caps. Look Schrader valve up in the dictionary. You won't find it. Refrigerant service ports. Refrigerant service ports. This is the electric meter. And it should be sealed on three sides. It has a single ground. By today it would be two grounds. And the grounding rod is too high. Okay, the grounding rod is supposed to be buried into the ground. You can see it's been bending. They drove as far as they could. That sucker was bending on them. You can see that. Coming on along. We're just kind of jumping between the air conditioning system and the electric service panel. This is the electric service panel and the electric service. Okay, it's on the garage. By the way, the meter, it was noisy over there with the dog and stuff. And the air conditioning running because I'm testing it. So, garage west wall, garage west interior wall. What we have here is the bonding location is labeled right there. The breakers are labeled. We have AFCI in the bedrooms only. That was all that was required when the home was built. This is called bundling. You see it quite often. You see this big knockout is for L1 and L2 to come in. They don't know where it's going to come in. It could come in over here or over here. That's what those knockouts are for. You see all these little ones? These little ones are for these wires. These wires. That's what it's there for. Now, that's very common, and I don't like to discount my work. I've got it in my house. My house isn't for sale. You shouldn't have to live like me. But every house in this block, every house in this neighborhood is going to have bundling. If this one has it, they have it. Wires are touching the panel cover. We got some white hots. Okay, they should be wrapped with black tape. And then these screws. Screws are fast, I get it. Fast and tight. Well, that one's not too tight. That one's not too tight at all. But they don't have the same shear force that nails do. If this home was to experience a tornado, for example, this cabinet would have a much better chance of staying in place safely if it had been nailed in instead of screwed in. We don't have much in the way of earthquakes here. We have a few. I don't remember any in Forney. But on the other side of the Metroplex, there's some. But tornadoes, it just would have been better if the box would have been nailed. That's all I'm saying. Coming up, the light switch to the attic is on the ceiling here. This ladder's pretty nice, actually. Nailed in place. I usually complain about these. Well, I'll complain about something. If you know me, you know that. This is going to be kind of a combination attic. And air conditioning, electrical. Missing a little bit of bat. That's called bat roll. Some people block what? Bat insulation. We're missing along that knee wall there. Got nice separation of our cables coming out. That's good. I'm missing some more bat insulation over there. We'll look at that with infrared. This is the clothes dryer vent. I'll peek out. That should be cleaned. It should be cleaned. I'll peek up it and see what it looks like, but regardless, it should be cleaned. Coming on along, insulation. Looking at about 10 inches of loose fill insulation. This is their electric indoor air handler. Got a little bit of rust in the pan. A little bit of rust. Nice deep trap. Not insulated. Your primary drain line trap's not insulated. I'm not seeing a care care yeast man right there, huh? I'm seeing. Make me a liar. It's tight over here. I'm gonna complain about that. Got a little bit of sagging duct. Collar beams. I can't see very well over there. Just can't get around. Oh, I can see this good. I can see this good. Now the insulation's all loose and crashed right there. I thought I could feel air coming through. I can't really. It must be on the return side. The duct is kinked. Bathroom vents, vent to soffit vents. Not good. There we go. And speaking of which, let me get down here. We do have some soffit baffles. Okay.